people that believe in this clown. It's the people that surround him and the people that ain't never been through it. Like he don't. My thing is, I don't know who he think he's scared, who he's scared of. Man, he don't. That shit don't scare me. If he want it bump, we can do it. But you're a fucking cornball. You's a fucking cornball. Y'all listen to this cornball. This nigga's a cornball. And all the people that be, I look at all the people that say, oh, I'm a Lions, I'm a Lions only motherfucking guy. They like this cornball. This nigga's a fucking cornball.
You guys, in this build-up, you guys have had a lot of talk, a lot of jaw, and a lot of heat coming into this. Here's your final chance to say something to Tony Harrison. Final thoughts.
I'm a knockout artist. Get the smelling sauce ready.
Yeah, man. We days away, fam. Undisputed. Y'all know about it? You know, like when you get all the belts. I mean, like all of them, though. Is you niggas confused? We talking about JERMELL. Big champ shit. Hey, shout out to the H-Town, man. JERMELL rapping, for real. We talking about big champ shit. Big Charlo, JERMELL going after Brian Castano this weekend. 7-17. Hey, he living the American dream, trying to get it. It's your boy BHP. You getting it for free. But big shout out, man. I'm going to share this content with y'all right quick. Real quick, light. Derek James, JERMELL CHARLO is trying to take over. True Media Gang. Take over. All the way. And I think he gonna do it. I think he gonna do it. He got a tough task in front of him. But this man done walked through the fire. Took a loss. Bounced back. He like, give me the strap. You feel me? No ducking, no dodging. Just give me the belt. Best fighter in the world. On top of the world, my friend. You hear me? They're trying to take over the fucking world. Everything. The world and everything, get it, my friend. Hey, get with it. Subscribe and join the channel. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to share this content on. I'm doing a little film study. It's only Monday, but little by little, I'm doing a film study on Castano. And so while we chopping it up, I'm going to share this footage with y'all right quick, like. And then y'all observe, this was a good little scrap, man. I was watching this earlier. This is Sergey Derevyanchenko versus Brian Castano. This was back in March 24th, 2013. Okay. And this is a World Series of Boxing. I'm subscribing. You should too. Big shout out. Having this footage. But tune in.
Martínez, que siempre pelea con boxeadores mucho más grandes que él. Podría dar tranquilamente en los 70 kilos.
Hay una gran diferencia en la caja torácica del ucraniano.
Veremos cómo juega la velocidad de Brian Castaño en todo esto. Habrá más potencia en el kazajo. Entrando y saliendo con velocidad Castaño. Buscando a los planos bajos. Quiere mandar con la izquierda el kazajo. Lo está midiendo Derevyanchenko. El 1-2 de Castaño.
Ahí estará la clave en la velocidad, en la precisión, en la movilidad de piernas. No debe quedarse quieto Castaño.
Más o menos parecido al trabajo que hizo Milian.
Exactamente.
Con la diferencia que Milian peleó con uno de su categoría. Busca Castaño, izquierda, derecha, arriba.
Y con un rival que estaba...
Y'all notice Castano is not afraid to let his hands go.
La velocidad de Castaño está marcando el ritmo de la pelea. Llegando bien el 1-2. Manda con la izquierda al recto. No lo encuentra, por lo menos en el arranque de la pelea, el kazajo a Castaño. Este es el negocio de Castaño. Entrar y salir, lo que hace y anticipar permanentemente.
Brian Castano, when he's coming forward, he's very active. Great offense coming forward.
Llegó con la derecha, viene el kazajo.
Body shot right there by Derevyanchenko. Ooh, good right hand. Good counter right there.
Lo agarró avanzando ahora el kazajo, derecha en recto.
So this is stuff that Jermell gonna have to be looking out for, man. Look at that hook. 1-2. One upstairs, one downstairs. Counters. You know, this guy is not that big. He's just very active.
Es mucho más potente, contrastando con la velocidad y las combinaciones. Derecha otra vez en recto, bárbara de Castaño. Trastabilló el kazajo. Otra derecha más, cruzó.
Derevyanchenko in defense is low-key trash.
Para la derecha en recto de Brian Castaño. Ya filtró 2 veces.
Está fuera de sí. La cara, la expresión del ucraniano. No
3-piece. Got out of there.
Desde el arranque nomás, la velocidad ser clave.
Oh, he tried. Oh, nice by Derevyanchenko. Countered him. He can't trade with Jermell though. Like, this is from 2013, but just to kind of show you how he get busy. Look at it. Counter hook right there. Lead hook from Derevyanchenko. He got that round though. That was what I was checking out earlier, man, because there's gonna be some work. They gave that round to Brian Castano, all the judges.
Ucraniano que representa a Kazajistán. 10 para Castaño en la primera vuelta, 9 para Derevyanchenko. Lo mismo apreciaron los 3 jurados. La velocidad, la precisión, el pressing, la puntería, la lectura de pelea que tiene el argentino. Marca la...
I saw the comments. Champ Ross say Castano upset City. Damn.
Con mucha experiencia en este campeonato.
I saw the comments. Champ Ross say Castano up.
Con mucho peligro en el poder de sus manos.
Castano, he's very confident.
Lento para la velocidad de Castaño.
I think he humble, like a humble, confident kid who not afraid. But if I'm Jermell, I'm going right down to the abdomen. I'm going there on dude because he like to move. You know, you got to go to the body on the movers. You know what I'm saying? Make him do something different. And I noticed that when he backing up, he not as good. Look, Derevyanchenko was able to kind of control him on the ropes. He got to come forward to really get his off. Look, he's not doing nothing backing up. Yeah, this is what I'm noticing. So if I'm Jermell, I'm pushing homie back, pushing him back, because he great coming. He decent coming forward. He throw a lot of good combinations. He know how to be in and out. But look, when you push him back, it's he's as efficient. Oh, good. See, good coming forward. So, like I said, this is some old footage, but I'm going through, like I say, a day at a time. I'm not gonna watch a whole lot all at once. So this is just Monday. So I'm starting here, and we're gonna work our way up to fight night. Body shot. Look it. Shelling up, like when he backing up, it don't look that good when he backing up. At least the way the pressure that Derevyanchenko will be bringing, that's like how Derevyanchenko fight. Ooh, good right hand counter. Damn, he slid right to the fucking attack. Damn. Nah, he can't do that with Jermell. You cannot shell up or get on the ropes with JERMELL CHARLO. Jermell's a monster with that. But yeah. Oh, damn. They trading. Good right hand. He coming back in this round. Castano. Sometimes Derevyanchenko throw too many shots. Like, shorten them up. 3, 2s, 3s, not 5 and 6s, and you get countered. Ooh, body shots right there. See, I think Jermell got to go on a mover like him. You got to go to the body. Derevyanchenko did pretty good in this round going to the body. Oh, right hand. I think Derevyanchenko won this round. Yeah. Let me see what's up. What's up in the chat? Marcus Lewis. He said, put your cash app in the chat if you think Castano got a chance. He said, I'm glad he put your money in the offering plate come Sunday. Give your tithe and offering to Marcus Lewis. Translation. Trav trolling in the chat. What's up, Trav? But we're going to talk more about Jermell and Derrick James, man. I'm thinking about putting some bread on Castano. Woo. LaRon, what up? Wayne Henney. Rodnell. Shout out to the members of LaRon and Rodnell in the chat. And Trav. My members in here. Third round. Ooh, good right hand. Castano. Ooh. Yeah, he can't be coming forward with his head like that. This is just a real, like a dog fight, really. Nice body shots by Castano right there. Took a deep breath. Damn, hell no. And you can't get tired with Jermell either. One thing we know is about the Charlos, they be in dog shape. So if Castano slow down one bit, if you've been eating too many burritos or coronas, we gonna find out in the fight. That jab to the body will get you right. Oh, nah. Damn, he kind of getting dogged. Derevyanchenko kind of dogging him. Oh, right hand. Left. Right again. I'm shit calling this shit like it's live. I gotta be the most random nigga on YouTube. Oh, big right hand missed by Castano. Double jab. What a right hand. And a left hook. Derevchenko is applying all the pressure, beating on Castano in this third round, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, right hand counter is there for Castano. He's great. He's good when he's coming forward, not when he's backing up. And he don't like it downstairs in this fight. That happened in 2013 that we're commentating on in 2021. Let's get with it. Oh, jab. Uppercut miss by Derevchenko. Oh, gets countered with two hooks by Castano. They don't do this shit right. Oh, uppercut miss. Sloppy uppercut miss by Castano as they come in the middle and hold. Oh, hook downstairs. Looked a little low, but Castano landed it. Right hand. Walk right into it, Castano. Oh, right hand lands over the top on Derevchenko. Hook miss. What action we're seeing in 2013? Oh, jab by Castano. Jab downstairs by Castano. Two just off the gloves for Castano. Okay, Derevchenko. Derevchenko trying to come back in the third. Castano's got the momentum in this third round. What a war, ladies and gentlemen, as they duke it out. There you go. Ah, man. This is an action-packed fight, though, man. Hopefully he lasts, a little while with Jermell, man. I think Jermell gonna, it's Jermell's time, man. It's Jermell's time, homie. It's my opinion. It's boxing, though. I give him his props. Let's see what they get at round two. Oh. They get it to Derevchenko. And Trav says Errol Spence still sweating from the press conference. He is? I didn't really see much from the press conference, man, to be honest. That's why I didn't do no video on it. I'm like, okay. Same Manny, same Errol, lazy eye Errol. And actually, Manny Pacquiao English getting a little better, man. His accent, what I'm saying, he had good English, but his accent is better now. I'm like, oh, shit. He was actually having a good, long conversation, man, in English. Clearly. So, if you're an international star, if you want to expand, man, get your language game up, man. Get multiples. Pressure being applied by Derevchenko in this round 4. Double jab. Just missed by Derevchenko. Castano biting on feints a little bit. Oh, right hand over the top. Just slipped it, Derevchenko. Jab downstairs for Derevchenko. Jab downstairs for Castano. Then another jab lands for Castano. Oh, good hook landed there for Castano up top. Good left hook. Then he slipped the two-piece from Derevchenko. Oh, then the body shot lands. Then another body shot lands for Castano. He putting some body work in round 4. It's definitely a Brian Castano crowd. LaRon said his face was shiny as hell. He talking about Earl, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't worried about his face like that, man. His eye, I just saw his eyes. I'm like, he probably been training a lot. He just looked. Earl looked like hopefully he didn't overtrain. I'm not trying to put that out there, but Manny looked real relaxed. I would say that. Manny looked real comfortable and relaxed. And Errol looked, I'm not going to say nothing about nerves and that. It just looked kind of stressed. Errol looked kind of stressed and tired a little bit. But, I've seen Errol kind of like that before, man. So I'm not going to even, think too much into it. But I don't know. I'm still confident. I think Manny going to go in there and blaze, bro. I think Manny going to go in there and just... I'm telling you, man. I'm going to check their bottom page in a minute. I think it's a game. Damn, good body shot. Two-piece up top for Castano. Uppercut. Yeah, I don't know what they say in Spanish, but that shit is awkward. Jab. Castano definitely looked gas in this round 4. Derevchenko slowed down too, but Derevchenko looked like he got more in the tank in this round 4. Oh, body shot. Oh, and then the hook lands upstairs. The left hook. Oh, big right hand to land towards the end of this round 4. Oh, man. What worked? Oh, and then he fell down. Good thing they didn't count that a knockdown. Castano got hit with some clean shots at the end of that 4th. So this was back in 2013. I think amateurs. You know, somebody put this. It was in my suggested videos. I said, why not? Check it out. This is him and Derevchenko. So right now, the judges have it even. So one more round here. Somebody made a comment. Hector Garza, what's up? He said, my guy, he is a free agent. He runs his own rules. And he is going to fight bigger and way better fights than Boo Boo. And I mean way better fighters, so he can do whatever he wants. Read somebody's reply to my last video, man. Hey, man. I'm just telling you dudes the facts, man. Don't get mad. I'm just telling y'all the facts, bro. They want to compare careers. I'm just telling y'all, man, that boy ain't gonna be undisputed. How? When? Does he sign it? Canelo need to sign his life away to PBC and Floyd and them, man. Floyd and Allen them, man. Do that. Do what you got to do, man. Dark Side Promotions. Let's get it. Let's get it. Sacrifice, homie. Undisputed. That's what you want, right? He didn't want it at 60. Do he want it at 68? Oh, or are you too diva for 68 too? Oh, you too diva to fight Benavidez and Jermell and Errol Spence, which you know you want that fight. Plant. Come on, man. He can take that. He can take that 5 multi-deal. Why not? It's money. He'll sell out. He'll make hella money. It's all good. We know what that is. Horrible promoter, right? That's what you're going to say. Horrible side of the street. Damn, Derevchenko landed some hooks downstairs right now, though. Oh, hook downstairs. Derevchenko. Man, minute 30 left. Whoever wins this round is going up on my scorecard. Damn. Oh, Derevchenko is backing up now. Look at the crowd erupt as Castano unleashes flurries on Derevchenko's dome piece. And he's still swinging. Derevchenko, nice little slip right there, and he lands a jab. Oh, he got hit with a mean uppercut. Very close 5th round. Oh, 3 shots land for Derevchenko. I think Derevchenko is maybe landing more shots in this round. Castano is throwing a lot, but missing a lot. Oh, good 2 shots land there. 3, 4, 5. Good counter right for Castano, but he's getting hit too many times. Too clean. But you got to admire his heart. He's got the crowd behind him, but not behind the guard. He is fighting just all offense mode on a low gas tank. All heart for Castano right now. Oh, body shot. That was a good body shot landing on the inside for Derevchenko. As Castano turned his back. 11 seconds left. Whoa, they let their hands go at the end. End of the 5th. I gave that to Derevchenko. Man. No cap. I thought Derevchenko closed out that round strong, man. So that was today's film study from 2013, March 24th.
Por escándalo. Vamos a escuchar el fondo de la pelea cuando le decíamos
See what the judges had.
y futuro en el campo profesional. Creo que esto no dejó ninguna duda. Usted en su casa sacará sus propias conclusiones. Castaño es una pelea memorable. El fallo de la pelea, Silvana Carcetti.
10 para Castaño en la última vuelta, 9 para Derevianchenko, 49-46. Esta es la apreciación de boxeo de primera, pero nosotros escuchamos a Daniel Santibáñez con el fallo oficial de lo que esperamos sea la victoria argentina.
Señoras, señores, el fallo de este combate.
Decision about to be read.
Dos jueces fallaron 48-47. Un juez falló 49-46. La decisión es unánime. El triunfo del argentino Brian Castaño.
Oh, okay, so they gave it to Castano. All right. Well, like I said, that's today's film study promotions, but will Castano have enough to deal with Derek James' game plan and JERMELL CHARLO's athleticism and, you know, hunger and power and experience? So, but big ups to everybody that was in the live chat. I was clowning. The big Charlo fought Derevchenko. Earl was sweating. Oh, where's he? I wasn't paying attention like that, man. Damn, he was sweating though. What was he sweating for? Was it just hot in there? Why would Earl be in there sweating? For what reason? Well, I want to say this. Why? Hey, man, look. If Derek James and JERMELL CHARLO pull this shit off, man, Derek the best trainer in the game, man. Y'all got to kill the nonsense, bro. Fuck whatever is said in the past and whatever opinions in the past, man. To have an undisputed champ, you know, that's, man, what he did with JERMELL and JERMELL too. But credit to them equally, man. But god damn, boy. Hey, he at the top for me. Cause that's gonna prove a whole lot of people like that's big champ shit. You make people eat their crow and you just, all right, I'm gonna show you. Well, then, yeah, show us. And they showing us, man. If they pull this shit off, bruh, I don't hear no other talk about no other just weak ass fighters out here, man. This is big champ shit, bruh. Castano has a chin. I don't see Charlo winning by KO, maybe TKO. Ref might stop it early on some bullshit. He said some bullshit. Yep. That is pay-per-view this weekend. So y'all support the big champ shit, man. This might be the last time a PBC fighter, the first and last time a PBC fighter get that undisputed. So the mere fact that matter of fact, just Flame of Fame just to PBC, right? For JERMELL and Derek James, all y'all just for putting on this undisputed matchup, man. Either way, PBC wins this weekend. They do. PBC wins this weekend. They're going to have an undisputed champion, whether it's Brian Castano or JERMELL CHARLO. Whoever, what side you with. But either way, it's a victory for PBC. You know? And lesson be learned. If you got a belt, an available belt on your side of the street, you go after that shit like JERMELL and Derek James did. Don't do what Canelo did. When he had all the belts right there on his side of the street and he ducked it, you know, he made an excuse not to unify. Nah, see, this is why JERMELL is in a position to get the biggest achievement of his career, which is undisputed. Go ask him about it. He think this is the biggest accomplishment he can get in his career, flat out. So the whole journey was meant to get to this point. I'm the best at 54. Y'all talk about all of these fighters, right? And they got good names on their resume and all of that fancy shit, right? But how many of them cleaned out a division? Ask them that. And it'd be crickets. How many of these fighters you could say absolutely was the best in a weight class? You know how you prove that? You unify. Everybody that got a belt in your weight class, you beat them. That's how you do that. You don't act like a bitch and diva up and say, oh, well, you know, what is this dude? Who is this dude beat? He need to show me something. You fight nobody. Who the fuck is Brian Castano? JERMELL is fighting him, though. You know why? He got a belt. And guess what kind of belt he got? It's called the WBO. The one that y'all talk about, the WB no? Yeah. Yeah. Big champ shit. So, PBC don't care about the WBO belt, but I guess JERMELL do. And Derek James do. Otherwise, why even bother? It's about the big champ shit, undisputed. So, what y'all talking about, man? Be consistent. Top dog shit this weekend. That's what it is. It's not nothing else. You know what I mean? Y'all can love whatever fighter you love, but when it comes down to it, if they ain't unified a weight class, unified the division, whatever. It's all cap to me. Fight all the best in your weight class, and then you prove something. Prove that you the best. Shout out to Josh Taylor. What y'all talking about? He proved it to me. Shout out to Usyk. He proved it. You can try to criticize the opponents, the weight class. I don't want to hear it. These guys is going after it. While the rest of these other dudes is trying to marinate, trying to price themselves out, want to get on social media and Twitter and talk about what another fighter not doing. When you got dudes like JERMELL CHARLO taking over. Taking over. You don't think it's pay-per-view? Right, the WB no shit. That's when we find out. That's when we find out if you really about this boxing. They start down talking the belts. Then you find out if they really about this boxing. Wow. I was willing to pay for this shit. This is the big champ shit. It's on regular Showtime and we getting this? Man. And that's a damn shame. You got dudes worried about the littlest champ shit going on in boxing. Laurent said ain't no promo for this fight other than content creators. And a lot of content creators ain't worried about it. They don't care about it. You know why? It'll probably go against everything they stand for anyway. A lot of people they probably cap for ain't even know no big champ shit. So they can't talk about this type stuff. So just fall back. Time for the big champ shit. 2021 is lit for boxing. You know, big ups to JERMELL and Derek James energy for boxing. Keeping this shit alive. Keeping it lit. It's too much little champ shit been going on. but they keeping it lit. My bro, RGM.
Hey, what up, Black? I love the energy.
You know how we come, bro.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday when you ended it. You ended it with some high energy, and I see that right now. I like it though.
It's time, bro. This is the big champ stuff. You know, I'm just excited that everybody that tried to down talk the big champ stuff that we've been trying to push all of this time, man. It's like when it's here, they want to spend time on the irrelevant shit. This
Yeah,
guy right here, he's took a lot of flame. We seen with the Tony Harrison situation, the criticism that he took when he lost, right?
yeah,
When he lost, he owned the loss, right? He took the criticism, he had his opinions about it, but he still had to go through that, right? And got into the ring again with the dude and beat him.
yep,
And he's been unifying, he's been taking care of business in his weight class ever since. And we always try to talk about somebody's this and the best that, but the only way you can prove it is to unify all of these titles, which means all these champions got to fight each other so that we can find out who was the one. Iron Kong, let me drop the link again for him. So, how you been, bro?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, I'm gonna jump out and jump back in. Somebody called me, and you know how it goes with this StreamYard.
Yeah, you good. Iron Kong, what's happening?
Yo, we here, bro. We here. We in the house. What we talking about?
Man,
Jamel?
we talking about the big champ shit, bro.
Let me tell y'all something, man. It just goes to show how some people favor some people. JERMELL CHARLO doing the absolute most over there. He's the real one face, one name. And nobody want to talk about him. JERMELL CHARLO doesn't get even as much love as JERMELL CHARLO. People like JERMELL CHARLO more than JERMELL.
They love the little champ shit going on, bro.
For some reason, JERMELL CHARLO about to do what other people been saying they're gonna do forever. One face, one name. And he gonna be in a fight that whatever. I don't even think this fight is a pay-per-view. Nothing. This is, you're gonna put Tank versus Barrios. You're gonna do all these other lame pay-per-views.
You mean to tell me this is not even pay-per-view?
This ain't nothing, bro.
I thought this was pay-per-view.
No, it's not. I don't think it's pay-per-view. No. So pay-per-view is supposed to be supposedly according to that model for the biggest of biggest stars, right?
Right.
Because if you're on free TV, you ain't no big star. But if you're on pay-per-view, you gotta be a pay-per-view star. You mean to tell me your possible future undisputed champ, not a pay-per-view star? That's kind of sad, right? But that's where boxing is now, where real accomplishments don't mean nothing. It's just hype and bullshit. That's
and the most popular guy, sorry to cut you off, Uncle. I just don't want to lose the train of thought, but the most popular guy is the one that's pursuing the regular title in the WBA.
All these Bucks, bro.
All the Reggie shit get more promo than the guy who's going after all the major world titles. But what's up, Marcus?
What's going on, Black?
What's
Iron
up,
Cone? Man, how you fellas doing today? Peace to the chat, man.
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good for Houston. Feeling good for Texas. I'm feeling good for boxing, bro.
Yeah, man, I can't wait till Saturday, man. Me and the missus was just talking about taking that drive down to San Antonio this weekend, man, to catch that fight. Man, I'm like you, Black. When I realized that it wasn't pay-per-view, I was shocked, bro. Like this undisputed. I don't understand how you go from a pay-per-view in your last fight, and then this fight, which is for all the marbles. You know what I'm saying? It's not even pay-per-view, man. It's free on Showtime.
Wow. Well, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just a little surprised. I was ready to pay whatever. You feel me? But yeah. That's just I just feel like it's just a lot of promo on the little champ shit and stuff like this. You got Derek James, you got JERMELL CHARLO. These guys they're not discriminating on the WBO like Keith or Sean or whoever other PBC fighters and people that say the WB no. He's actually just going after it. He's proving that. Look, I need all of them. All of them mean something.
That WBO stand for what Bob orders, man.
Oh, don't do
You
it
know,
like that.
you know Bob Aaron run the WBO, man. That's why I call it. What Bob orders, baby.
Bob, order you a sandwich and leave boxing alone. 1-2 Kid, what's happening, fam?
Hey, what's going on, man? I hear you got a lot of energy today. I heard some of what you were saying, man. I'm like, he got that undisputed battery in his back. That's dope, man. I was like, look at Black, you going off, man. I was like, let me hop on, man, show some support because I'm feeling that shit. Keep going, man. I just showed up to show support. I mean, you can keep cooking.
No, I did my thing. Y'all hear it now, so whatever. It ain't no takeover with me. I'm saying that, hey, Jermell and them is trying to take over, and I feel that. Like, you feel me? I'm just trying to match the energy and just say, hey, man, I feel y'all's intensity and which the drive that he brings to boxing, that Jermell brings to boxing is, I think we need it. We need more Jermell Charlos in boxing. You know what I'm saying? We need more trainer fighter chemistries like Jermell Charlo and Derrick James, man. These dudes get along. They know what to do. They come up with the game plan. He listens to his coach. They locked in. He stay in the gym. He prepared. No excuses. No other kind of. I haven't heard no COVID. None of that shit. God willing, everything go good. We still got some days before this fight, but it's like they lock in and just handle business, man. Professional. Yeah. Get to the bag. Take care of their fam. On to the next. And then, like, he about to one more fight, and it's the biggest fight of his career. Whatever he do from that point on, like, I don't give a fuck what Josh do from this point. You feel me? Josh improved himself to me, at least at 140. You know, yeah. If he decided to go up and face Bud Crawford, cool, good luck. But if not, okay, I understand. Yeah, I feel you. But same thing with, you know, of course, you know, with Bud Crawford, he done it at 40. He proved himself to me, and it's just unfortunate he can't get the same type of flow at 47 because of the situation. But I mean, Usyk, he going after it. He already been undisputed. He going after AJ now. Like, shit, I'm gonna do it in the next one now. Big champ shit. Like, hey, and if you pull it off, come on, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. And in the meantime, he building that legendary status is gonna wind up getting him probably in the Hall of Fame. And you know that it's funny why all these people bigging up guys like, you know, Ryan and Tank and all that. Now it's funny because when they get when they looking through, you know, the Hall of Fame, and they look at these names and they go, oh yeah, this guy, and then they start looking at their accomplishments and go, oh, nah, this dude don't cut it. this ain't working. Who'd he fight? Who's this guy?
Exactly.
Like, who the fuck is this dude? Who the fuck is that dude? How many fucking championships, real championships he got? Right. Oh,
hey, 1-2. 1-2. In a way, you're like, oh, you might be in this Hall of Fame, but you ain't good enough to make it into my Hall of Fame. 'Cause I got higher standards. I know what it is.
Right. That's what I'm saying, though. Is like they're gonna be looked at and they're gonna be like, yeah, this guy popular, this guy's this, and you know his name gonna pop up. Their names might pop up, but what are they doing? You know what I mean? What are they really doing other than going out and getting that bag? You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, what about your legendary status?
That's what it's all about now. The bag.
You gotta feed your family, no doubt about it. But you can feed your family and still want that smoke. You could do it with integrity at the same time. You ain't gotta just be cheating people. It ain't crabs in the barrel. You ain't gotta be lying to them. If you gotta lie to motherfuckers for your entire career to get the bag, then and you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here meat shielding for you, like you clowning them too. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, 1-2 Kid. It sound like you talking about Tyson Fury, baby.
Hey, I'm not a Tyson Fury fan either, you know, or a Wilder fan. So I mean, y'all can keep cooking on that shit all you want to, because I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they doing. If they not reaching for that undisputed, I don't care what the fuck they talking about, man. If they're not reaching for that legendary status and willing to put their ass on the line to make the shit work and say, hey, look, even if they lose, if they go in there and mix it up, I don't give a fuck. I'll give them credit for making that attempt. But if they ain't even trying to do that, man, like I said, man, like I said before, like Black be saying, you know what I mean? Look, this the only fucking sport where a motherfucker could get paid more than a motherfucker who win the championship and skip the whole playoffs. Yep. Fuck out of here, man.
It's real talk. So I think after this, if Jermell wins, he should get top dollar, man. I
But
think he
then,
deserves it.
Black, it's interesting because I think, sorry, Marcus, quickly, let me just say this.
Okay.
I think Champ Ross had said earlier that the last Charlo pay-per-view bound. It did. But then that speaks to how you're not able to market two twin brothers who are knockout artists and all that.
Right.
It shows how badly these dudes were promoted, right? And it shows just how, you don't know the people who are under your roster who can be your true stars. You're marketing people like Tank Davis who beat the shit out of women on basketball courts and all that. You know what I'm saying? You got Jermell. All Jermell did was probably cry after Tony Harrison beat him, but he cried because he was pissed off, right? But then, you know what I'm saying? How is it possible you can't market someone like Jermell Charlo who really about that? Who
Really
got
about that shit.
who really, you can't market him. So you've done such a poor job with him that you wouldn't dare put his undisputed fight on pay-per-view because you know it's gonna bomb.
Yeah.
That's terrible, bro. Man, bro, I feel bad for the brother because he not getting the kind of attention. I'm telling you, people talk about Jamal more than Jermell, and that don't make no sense to me. How could two brothers be so different?
And Jermell got a mouthpiece.
Exactly.
He promotes himself.
I mean, yeah, I think he pretty much got what you need to pretty much be like consider the face of boxing or be the next superstar. You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to back it up. You know what I mean? Like he's got that personality. He's kind of off a little bit. He can get crazy. So I mean, he already kind of considered a villain to a lot of people. So
yeah, true. So I got a question. When Mayo win comes Saturday, what do we do next? Do we stay at 154 or do we move to 160?
How about this? Whatever the fuck you want.
Whatever you do.
He undisputed.
He can take a vacation. He can take 2 years off if he fucking wants to.
Yeah, he could go to Italy like other motherfuckers are doing.
You on top of you really on top, dog.
I would prefer him to do a reign though, because too many times we see a guy get undisputed or close to it, and he either gets stripped or he decides to move up or whatnot. And don't get me wrong, in some cases it's warranted to move up because they've stayed at the division and they're not getting the fights that they're supposed to be getting. I'm talking about in the case where they're like 3-belt undisputed or 3-belt unified, trying to go for undisputed. But sometimes these guys get like that close, and they'll either retire, move up, or vacate for some reason, or they'll get stripped. A la the IBF usually, because they're a bit too strict sometimes. I think they need to make exceptions when we're talking about undisputed.
Right.
But the reason I asked that question, because I'm like, do we move up or do we stay and wait on the new crop of guys that's coming up? Your Danny's, your Keith Thurman, Porter, Bud say he might move up to 154. Whatever happened with Earl and Bud, we'll leave that in the air. You know what I'm saying? So do we wait on the new crop of guys to come up? I would like to see Lubin get that rematch. But I'm just wondering, like, what's next for him after Saturday night?
Well, in my opinion, I think he should pressure his brother.
You never catch him out of shape. That's why I'm asking.
He need to tell Maul, hey man, it's either you're gonna do something at 160 or get the fuck out the way.
Right. And that's it. And that's what I was gonna touch on. I was like, look at the way Mel moves. He didn't move up to 160 because he gave his brother room to do his thing. But what has he done? Nothing. So he's like, you know what? Go ahead, do whatever he wants to do because he's on that big champ shit. And they're giving it like, look, you look at Mel, Ma, and Earl. They all staying in they lane. They're not trying to get in the way of each other. You know what I'm saying? They in different weight classes. But you know what? Mel don't gotta wait on nobody. And he may not be getting the bag like Spence, but that's because the fans ain't watching him for some odd reason. I don't get it. So they need to start representing for guys that are really out there doing the right thing and giving these other two guys easier lanes by not fucking with they fucking weight classes. You know what I mean? And holding his shit down at 154. And you could say 154 is weak or whatever you want to do, but these dudes are talented. That's why them titles was moving around like hot potatoes before Mel started chopping them up.
Yeah, they don't have a problem with fighting one another, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Shit, it's nice that these motherfuckers is willing to get in there and mix it up with one another. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you like to see, whether they on the same side of the street or are opposite sides of the street. If guys are willing in there to mix it up to prove that they the best, and they teams is willing to put their guys in there because they got faith in they boy instead of them. You know what? I'm not sure if you're gonna win this fight, and I might lose the bag, and it might hurt my brand if this dude loses. Then you with the wrong team if they don't think you can win. Point blank. Period.
Yeah, and I mean. One of the reasons for that question, man, because I don't think, like with Mel, you never catch Mel out of shape, man. He never looks weight drained going into a fight. He always look good, man. So I think that he can put together a nice little reign at 154, man. For another couple, I think he got at least 2 more years at 154, and that's 3 to 5 fights.
Hey, it's a good point. Maybe he go that route. You know what I'm saying? And
You know,
he could be
especially
a reigning 154 pounder right there, and there ain't nothing wrong with defending your titles either.
Yeah, especially if the 147 pounder start to move up, man.
Right, but you know the one thing about undisputed, the sanctioning bodies make it difficult for the fighters to be undisputed, and also you know it's just a difficult route to maintain because of the politics in boxing. So I'm not too mad at fighters if they say, okay, I'm gonna move up, or I'm not gonna stick around for too much longer, because it really does cost them. That's a lot of sanctioning fees, man. You know, for a long period of time if you just defending, you know. So I mean, I get it. If you want to do it for legacy, good for you. I totally get it, and I'm with it. But I can see why, you know, motherfuckers just say, you know, all right, when it's time for me to move up or challenge this big name and move down, whatever they decide to do. But at that point, they did what they had to do. They're the king of the hill. That's why I don't like the WBC franchise championship, and I can't consider that. I don't care what fucking Suleiman's saying as a true championship, because if you're the king of the hill, you have to keep fighting the motherfuckers that's trying to get your spot, not the guys you pick who petition for it. Fuck that shit, man.
Hey, y'all, real quick, shout out to LeRon for your donation, bro. He says if Jermell wins, I don't think PBC will give him proper respect. They'll still be get to the back of the line, Spence. Y'all think that's true? They'll still not give him his more promo and real respect, or they'll just keep pushing Spence more?
I don't know, but I hope they push him. I hope they do the right thing. You know,
if they don't, do that create a problem in the team?
Absolutely.
Oh, you think with the kind of the ego and them clashing?
Hell yeah, it would. I would think so. If they ain't pushing that undisputed work, and that now that they have a undisputed, they may just be, you know, if it goes down his way, they may have an undisputed champion. And if they not pushing that I don't know what they pushing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know why they wouldn't promote and push that to the extreme.
I mean, well, you think about 1-2K, it'll expose the other ones that's not doing that, like Tank or whoever else is on that side of the street. It'll be like, well, once y'all get on JERMELL CHARLO level, you feel me?
Right. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is the patterns are there. When you got guys that go through undisputed, you know what I mean? They say things, you know, like what Tank was saying about Taylor. Well, Usyk, you ain't hearing much about him, even though he's going to be challenging AJ and he's coming from undisputed. You know, same with they trying to hush up, you know, all the legacy that Bud had when he was undisputed. It's the way they kind of just said, don't talk about him. Don't bring him up. Let's just keep getting this bag, and we don't bring up legendary shit. Like, that's that horse shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way they do that, and I hope they don't do that to somebody who putting in all that grind, all that work to get to that point, to give the fans what they want, and then just to act like the motherfucker don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that bullshit.
Yeah, bro. What up, Jamal?
Hey, what's going on?
You know us, man. What's up?
You say Deborah Jane and Charlo the real takeover? What you mean by that? You still throwing shade?
What?
You still throwing shade?
Shade who?
Man, you come on now. You still throwing shade on Spence?
Oh, this man, dog. I came here to do Flame of Fame to Derek James and JERMELL CHARLO. And you said
okay.
I'm here throwing shade on Spence by giving it up to JERMELL. Is that what you think?
That was it sound like. That was it like.
Oh man, see, there it go, right there. That's prime example right there, man. That's a prime example.
So this is right here, 1 through Kids, basically what you're talking about. So like the mere fact that more people are gonna be giving it up to JERMELL. Also, you said that too, Marcus Lewis. Like now people are gonna be mad. Like, oh man, y'all hating on Spence, man. He's still scrap season.
Come on, Jamal segued in here and started talking about the big fish. Like we don't even talk about big fish.
Big fish did another video, man. That's
it's all the same thing because you like, okay, well, Derrick James and Charlo the real takeover. So basically, saying Derrick James and Smith ain't
what's
the real
better?
Takeover.
Be honest with yourself, Jamal. What's more of a takeover? Him and JERMELL or him and Spence? Like right now.
Right now, yo.
Wait, I got a better question.
Right now, yo.
I got a better question.
Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
That's not even the takeover. Ain't even Spence's thing. That's Tio's. So when he says that that's the real takeover, how's that taken away from Spence when Spence is the truth? Now, if he would have said, "Oh, well, this makes Charlo the real truth," then I could say, all right. Well, he's taking a jab at Spence, but Spence ain't never been about no takeovers. So how is that against Spence? Can you explain that to me?
Hold on. He ain't never been about taking over.
He been about in-house takeover.
Season is?
He in-house takeover.
But what you think,
Jamal? This went way over your head. I could tell. So let me explain to you. Okay, Teofimo Lopez. He calls himself the takeover. He literally calls himself the takeover.
Since when?
Okay.
Since when?
Come on, damn. Keep up. Learn something, Jamal.
Are you even are you actually a boxing fan?
Hold on. Let me say this. He called himself the takeover after he got the belts. Spence been saying scrap season basically like takeover. So Spence was saying scrap season before he even had one belt.
Now you're reaching. You're reaching. You forgot. I'm the king of the South. Let me down. You
must have forgot.
Hey, shout out to Jamal, bro. I feel you, man. The difference between the reason why Spence is getting pushed over JERMELL is because Spence is a better fighter than JERMELL, bro.
What?
It's not just about
what's going on, bro.
Spence is a better fighter than JERMELL CHARLO.
Oh man. Go with
he is, bro. JERMELL doing big champ shit. I'm proud of that, bro. That's awesome.
Okay.
This is the best fighter.
He came to help you, Jamal. So yeah.
No, I ain't come to do nothing, bro. I came to speak the truth. Spence is the best fighter in his camp, bro. That's a fact. It's not even close. And this Spence fighting Pacquiao is bro. Come on, dog. We can't that Pacquiao fight. No, but everybody in this here. Let me.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying what Black said in no way was a jab at Spence. That's my argument. If you want to think that Spence is the best in this camp and all that, cool. I don't have a problem.
That's your opinion.
Y'all niggas came up here to do y'all ego shit.
No, but the thing is, bro, Black did say
y'all came to do y'all EJ shit on the JERMELL CHARLO video, bro.
Hold on.
That be the thing I be paying attention to. Like niggas come to throw shade on the topic. Like, what's out here?
You can't diss that fight, Black. Talking about he fighting for the WBA regular. He fighting a legend, bro. And Manny Pacquiao. Everybody would take that fight, bro. That's big champ shit to be the legend. So ain't nothing wrong with Spence fighting.
They know that, man. They just so
y'all talking about Spence, not me.
They just so nuts. They mad come confident.
Y'all ain't gotta use Spence to try to talk shade to me.
I didn't hear one person.
That's my boy, Terrence Crawford. I want to
y'all ain't gotta use Spence's name to talk shade about me, nigga. It's whatever.
Right, but look,
nobody talking shit about.
I don't give a fuck. Really.
I ain't heard one person.
I don't give a fuck about what they talking about. Really.
Knock.
I know you don't, bro. You had no argument for that.
Fight. I ain't heard one Black on the panel.
Hey, it was a good live though.
Let's get to the root. Let's get to the root of your argument. Look, I ain't hear one person on this panel, not the other day or whenever, say knock the Manny Pacquiao Earl Spence fight, not one bit. So what's the point?
No, 1, 2. Hold on. You obviously don't motherfucking listen. Black just said when he got on here that one dude in that
These
camp
niggas
is
have
fighting
no
for the
manners when they
WBA
jump
regular.
on a nigga's
That's what he
panels, bro.
said. One dude in here coming for the WBA regular, and he not on big champ shit like
I was talking about Tank.
He was talking about Tank, bro.
Nigga, you ain't listening, bro. I'm trying to give you an opportunity on my panel, nigga, but I'm getting tired, nigga. So I don't give a fuck about what you're saying, bro.
Pacquiao don't have the WBA regular, bro. Jamal James got it. Pacquiao ain't got shit.
What you talking about?
See, Pacquiao's still a big fight, though, bro.
Yeah, it's still a big fight, but see, Black, that's why I asked the question. Is it going to cause division between the two camps?
I mean, you see these niggas?
Nah.
And I'm a
see these
EJ
niggas?
fan, bro.
Come over here to talk about nothing, nigga. About some
Black,
EJ
you know
shit.
that. You know, I'm one of the biggest EJ cheerleaders around, man.
I know.
But this shit,
You from the city.
this shit gonna cause some division in the camp, bro. Because if man, it is if Jermell don't move up and stay at 154, and he don't and he try to cement his legacy at 154 and defend his title.
You gonna have to see the big fish.
But how is he gonna see him, bro? They got the same goddamn trainer, Jamal.
It don't. Guess what though? It don't matter. Cause one thing about it, when Spence get all them belts, once he move up to 154, he gonna automatically be a mandatory for one of them belts. So either he gonna fight Spence or he gonna have to vacate that shit or get the fuck on. One of those.
They not gonna fight each other, bro. They got the same goddamn trainer, Jamal.
Hey, real quick, this ain't no EJ live, bro. So y'all be gone. Y'all niggas talk that EJ shit on the next live, my nigga. Be real. I don't want to talk about that EJ shit, nigga. Look at the title.
Everything ain't about EJ.
Look at the title.
Man, some cats just jump on without reading.
Y'all gotta learn to
title,
put
man.
your own content up. Y'all want to talk that EJ shit? Put up a video, nigga. Upload something.
And
that's
you made that comment about the regular. And yes, it is true about Spence, but it's way more true about Tank because Tank has done it 3 times in recent time. So I don't know. I mean, if y'all are Spence fans, cool. But I don't see how what Black said was a jab at Spence.
Nah, he was. I knew you were directing it at Black when I read the title, man. That was a shot.
Man. Hey, if niggas gonna be slow, be slow. I ain't worried about that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about motherfucker Earl Spence right now. He had a press conference yesterday. Y'all niggas was talking about he was sweating in the chat. I didn't even see all of that. I wasn't even looking at him that close. That nigga, he looked sleepy to me. I didn't see no sweat though.
You a motherfucker.
I did like what he said,
hella
though.
observant.
Yo, I do like what he said though. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna get caught up in what he's doing right now. He trying to lull me to sleep, and then when they get me in the ring, he gonna try to beat the shit out of me. So I'm just gonna stay on my shit." And I was like, "Good for him," because that's what he does. Man, he does be like, we're best friends. I'm gonna beat the shit out your ass. So yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not."
Fury did that with his 2 tune-ups leading up to Wilder. He was like super nice to them. He picked the one guy up and was like holding them like if they were a newly married couple, and then what he do, beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. So yeah, man, you know what it is in there, and some people can do that, some people can't. But at the same time, it's like, don't think y'all boys. Just know that when the real business hit, he ain't gonna be no love when he in there with you. So shout out to him for picking up on the bullshit.
Yeah, Jamal,
like, nah.
I kicked you off, dog. You family. I'll catch you on the next one though. That's that EJ remix shit was not this one. Not this.
But yeah, you gotta give JERMELL his props, man, all the way around. You know what I'm saying? And if he gonna go in there and make an attempt at least at undisputed, not this, sweet hand shit. And I need $10 million, and you got to sign a 4-year or a 4-fight deal contract. You're like that type of bullshit, man. Like you already ducked the smoke once. It's like I'm not mad at Canelo for going for undisputed. I'm really not. I'm just upset that now his lane done sealed up on him. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's karma or what, but I'm not mad at what he's attempting to do. And if you attempting to do it, you trying to send contracts, you trying to make this shit work, I can't be mad at you. So yeah, I'm more mad at everybody else saying, nah, we're not gonna do that. We got the last piece of the puzzle and you gotta pay us. And it's like, damn, so you don't even think you can win. You know what I mean? That's what that shows me. It's like you don't even think your team think that you about to get massacred in there and they gotta pay for your belt. So I read in between the lines, man. If you shook like that, just say it, bro.
I don't think he shook 1-2 kid. I think PBC just trying to leverage the last piece of the puzzle, man.
Yeah, but I tell you what,
they want that Canelo money, man.
Hey, but listen, if he beats Canelo and he becomes undisputed, they ain't gonna need Canelo.
Shit, that's a big ass if.
Hey, see, there you go. That's
No
what they thinking
confidence at
too.
all.
Right. That's what they thinking too. They're like, that's a big ass if we got cash out. And that to me is the reason why these fights don't get made. These guys ain't really that confident in they team, and they team not that confident in them. That's a point. That's blatant. You don't have to write that down or read an article to see that shit. All you gotta do is open your eyes. It's right there.
Hey, real quick.
other-
Let me interject real quick before Red speak. If y'all can see on the screen, RGM started the hashtag fam. Y'all think it's fam. He is fam, but it stands for fuck all Mauricio. So I just wanted to inform y'all.
Yeah.
All right,
don't get lost in the sauce. That's the real meaning of the fam hashtag. But
That's the real meaning.
But what I was just gonna say is, yeah, with the Caleb Plant, and I agree with what you said. I think it was yesterday, Black, where you were like, yeah, go ahead, like fuck Canelo, like he because he ducked that work as 160, but on Caleb Plant though, like not to turn a blind eye, what other fight could he make that is more meaningful than the Canelo fight? Like, there's nobody else. There's no other fight that he could possibly take that's going to be more meaningful than taking that Canelo fight.
Exactly.
Because
David,
no, it's not more meaningful than Canelo.
Not more meaningful. That would be a good fight. I mean, we watch it. We'll definitely enjoy that, but it's not more meaningful because we're talking about undisputed. We're talking about one of the biggest names in the sport. There's no other fight that he could justify is going to be more important than the Canelo fight. But then again, fuck Canelo and Mauricio, all Mauricios.
All Mauricio.
Canelo, he's just getting a taste of his own medicine that he, from 160 as far as I'm concerned. But I'm just saying, like, objectively looking at it, there is no other fight that really makes more sense for Caleb Plant to make than that Canelo fight. So, but y'all right, he's willing to give up that belt for the right price is what it is.
They trying to make this dude have a sign. Was it 4 fight deal, 4 to 5, 6 fight deal, something to get that last strap? Hey, you want this last red belt? Look, you're gonna fight him, and then you're gonna fight me if you're successful. Like the boss.
Yeah, I just that type of shit, you know what I mean? Whether they trying to get leverage or whatever it may be, if they pull off undisputed, they ain't gonna need Canelo. If they think this man could win, they're gonna have the bag. It don't matter. See, that's what I mean. It's like they don't believe in anybody. They just trying to get the bag, and they don't really believe in any of their fighters. They just saying, yo, we can milk the system for as long as we possibly can to get this shit. And that ain't big champ talk, man.
But you know what they say? Oh, well, Talk Ray do it too, or this, that. And it's just like, we flame it all. It don't matter. Like, if y'all doing it because the last promoter did it, like, it's still the same fucked up shit. Still
I'll be on that. What have you done for me lately shit? You know what I'm saying? So when people say, well, this is karma and that's what Canelo get, I'm like, yeah, but at least he's trying. I mean, because when people say that about Andre, well, he ducked that 154, and it's like, yeah, but what's he doing now? You know what I mean? You can't live in the past the whole time if these dudes trying to make the right moves today. Everybody ain't nobody perfect. Everyone got to change. So let's just make this change. Let's get this shit on the road and let's get boxing back to where it was. Like, come back to boxing. Hashtag RGM. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So let's just get that shit. Let's get that flame going on that. Let's get some legacy in here. And that's the one problem that you guys brought up about the UFC and boxing. That's why people watch the UFC, because they know what they're gonna get. They know they're gonna get some big champ shit, and champions are gonna be fighting champions. That's why they doing it. So if we gave that more consistently in boxing, if they gave that more consistently in boxing, then you'd have some more consistent motherfucking fans watching your show. You know what I'm saying?
And the cold part about it is, I really think Plan B Canelo with movement, man. Just based off of the Islande Lara fight.
Yeah, but his team don't believe it. That's what I'm saying.
And he got more pop than Lara.
Maybe, but he, 6-fight contract or a 4-fight contract to fight you, and you ain't fought nobody. Are you serious? And you can't
nobody.
Even right. And then you got the Andre situation. Well, you ain't fought nobody, but you already signed. It's only a 1-fight deal. What's the problem? So I mean, shit. Come on, guys. Come on.
You know what's crazy? Jermell, he's kind of fulfilling a lot of the shit that a lot of these other PBC guys say. Like Wilder, there's 2 right off the bat right there. Talking about, he's gonna rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Didn't Jermell take a loss, come back, beat that guy, and now it's looking like he's gonna become undisputed? If he pulls that off, he is truly that, a phoenix rising from the ashes. The one face, one name. There's only going to be one face, one name at 154 if he gets that belt, that final piece of the puzzle. He's becoming what all these other guys say they want to become, or what they say they are already, but he's actually doing. And he's the one not getting the promotion.
Hey, Ray, I want to add to that, man. You know what makes it so good too? The last belt is the WBO, and it's like it just kills all contradictions and narratives about the PBC not caring about the WBO. You know what I mean? Like Jermell's just like he's just killing so much shit with this fight. You know what I mean? That's why I like this fight so much, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what these guys do? They'll say, but it just don't matter at 147. That's what they'll say.
The reason with the WBO, Black, and PBC, the only reason this fight was easy to make is because Castano not with Top Rank. Bob can't order that shit. I told you the
but hold on.
For what Bob orders, man.
But let me see. Castano fought for it, right?
Yeah.
He was PBC, right?
No, Castano Golden Boy.
No, he not. He PBC.
He
PBC.
He's PBC, bro.
He Golden Boy, man. He with Golden Boy, man. He ain't with PBC.
I've never seen him on their website, so
bro.
I'm not sure.
He would be fighting on a different network, bro. He don't fight
PBC's,
Showtime. Why would he be fighting Showtime?
Man, I don't care as long as they fighting for undisputed. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fuck the politics.
He's
get this
he's
show
PBC
on the road.
though.
So who was Teixeira with? When him and Teixeira fought,
Teixeira is Top Rank.
Teixeira is Golden Boy.
Or Golden Boy, whatever.
Teixeira is Golden Boy.
Al
Heyman sent him over there because he was a mandatory for the WBO belt. So they sent him over there because he's not really a big name. So, when you're not a big name, Al Heyman's going to send you over to other places, like to fight what's his name, Devin Haney, because he's a washed up fighter. There's nothing he can accomplish. They can hope and wish that he beats Devin Haney and brings back the belt to PBC. But as long as you are nobody in PBC, they'll send you anywhere to any promotion. But if you're like one of their stars, man, they're going to need all these stipulations, all these 3-fight deals and whatever. But if you're like Castano, who doesn't have a big name out here, they'll send you.
Oh yeah. If you ain't getting ticket sales and you ain't putting a lot of asses in seats or getting a lot of views, they're gonna throw you in the flame all the time, like they do Sean Porter.
What they call cannon fodder. You know.
Jaleel said Castano PBC. That's what I always was under the impression he was PBC.
I thought he was gold.
But I'm trying to get you a source, bro. Trying to get you a source. LeBron say Jermell gonna have to switch camps if he gets that WBO strap. He'll be the Benedict of the PBC. Man, you gotta switch shit. They better switch up, man. Get on some big champ shit once Jermell pull it off. They better get all the way on some big champ shit, bro.
I'm gonna jump off because my battery is 1%.
StreamYard do that. Real shit.
Yep.
Damn, he stuck till 1%. Big up to Red Glove. No longer a 5%er.
Hey, big shout out to Red Glove. Hashtag FAM. Fuck all Mauricio's. Come back to boxing. Let's get it, man.
I'll be in the chat.
Shout out to Red. Yeah.
Big homie
Cooking
Red Glove.
Too.
Millie. Yeah, Boxing Learner, you got any thoughts on this weekend, man? Jermell, Derek James, they about to make history, man.
Hey, I gotta
if they win
right now. I'll be back later.
All right.
Man, Black and 1-2 Kid, it's been a pleasure, man. I gotta get out, man.
Always.
My fiance sitting on the bed planning our wedding for August 21st, man, and I ain't giving her no help. Yeah, I'm going to get married on the day EJ gonna beat the shit out of Manny, Black. I'm behind this, baby.
Congratulations, man.
That's how you do it on the way out. Shout out to Marcus, man. Have a good one, bro.
Appreciate it,
Congratulations, man.
Man. Much love to the chat. Man, it's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Always.
And Jaleel says if Jermell don't move to 160, I think he's gonna leave Derek James. I mean, why would you leave? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like, why would you leave something that's been working? But
it's working, and he trains well, and he always got stamina and carry that power late in the fights. It gets him through. But I do feel like he could work on a few things, you know what I mean, so that he can maintain that type of legacy and maintain that undefeated career of his. He could switch up speeds, do a couple of different things, but he definitely got the gall, and he definitely put in the work to where, you know what I mean, he pulls off these dubs regardless. So I ain't mad at whatever he decides to do, because if he pulls off this undisputed, like I said, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He ain't gonna get no flame from the kid. That's the answer.
I'm sorry, he gonna be fireproof. He ain't getting nothing from us on the UGC. You know what I mean? So you know, best of luck to him. Best of luck to him. I'm gonna probably do maybe 2 or 3 more leading up into the fight, because I want to kind of just do film study. You know what I mean? So we did the Brian Castano one earlier today versus Derevyanchenko. That was a good little scrap. Yeah. But one thing, you know, I'm sure he's improved drastically since then, but you don't want to get tired versus Jermell Charlo.
You're gonna get put to sleep.
don't back up like that. You know what I mean? He's great. His work, his output is good coming forward. Really good.
And don't clown.
Oh, hell no.
Don't clown. You know?
And don't run your mouth, because he got that hashtag shit. Keep running your mouth. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. But it's always a pleasure, 1-2 Kid.
Oh, definitely, man. Thanks for having me.
Yep, no doubt, bro. Anytime. And then Boxing Learn, he didn't get to speak, but we'll try to get him on the next time, man. Shout out to the ones that come through, man. And just contribute to the topics, man, and stay on topic and keep it peaceful. You feel me? But as always, man, we the UGC. I'll send y'all out with a clip, and we'll be back on the next one, man.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
According to multiple reports, PBC offered Canelo Alvarez a multi-fight deal to sign with them. Petty. And the rumor is he declined the offer, potentially ruining his opportunity to become undisputed champion at 168. Many of us already know that Caleb Plant holds the last belt that Canelo Alvarez needs. So what does this mean? Is Canelo Alvarez aborting his mission to become undisputed in yet another weight class? Y'all do remember he changed his mind at 160. It's me again. Demetrius Andrade had the last belt Canelo Alvarez needed. Horrible fighter. That's what he said when asked if he would be willing to unify with Demetrius Andrade.
You fight nobody. He's a boring fighter.
Canelo had all of these excuses not to get the last belt off Demetrius Andrade. Now look at you.
You've got PBC problems there, boy. Yes, sir, Bob.
He didn't have those type of problems at 160. Demetrius Andrade was willing and ready to unify with Canelo Alvarez, no problem. But now if he wants to become undisputed at 68, he'll have to sell his soul to the dark side. But what's the problem? Manny Pacquiao came to the PBC. Why not Canelo? You got big fights over there. You got JERMELL CHARLO, David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Errol Spence. Plus, he gets to be closer to his idol, the only opponent to humiliate Canelo Alvarez in front of millions of fans. But he learned a lot from that loss and became better. But he better figure it out. It's not looking too good for Canelo Alvarez in this undisputed pursuit. Canelo Alvarez wanted to become the first Mexican undisputed champ in the four-belt era. This will be great for his own legacy and Mexico. But because he passed up on the opportunity at 160, and the way PBC is playing hardball, he may never reach his dream to become undisputed champion of the world. Mission failed. Word to the wise: never pass up on a horrible fighter's belt. Seize the opportunity, capture the world title, and elevate your legacy to a whole nother level.